In 2025, I challenged myself to read one nonfiction book every single month of the year. I read a lot, but I don't read a ton of nonfiction books. So my nonfiction pick for June was The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Now, almost every book that I have read, and I've read more than one book a month at the beginning months, but this one, I only read one, and almost all of them that I've read so far, I've really, really loved, and I'm like highly recommending. I might get some heat for this, but the book, The Let Them Theory, I liked and I didn't like, which I hate saying because I think that people take time to write books and that's such a big feat and it's so awesome, but it was not my favorite book. I think the concept is really good. It's really about like letting people say things and you being unaffected by it, or letting people do things that bother you and not letting it bother you, I guess. So maybe somebody says something mean to you and it's like, okay, let them do that. Who cares? That's on them, not on you, which totally, I agree. But I think as a Christian, there were parts of it that I was like, I feel like it makes you think about you a ton. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong thinking about yourself. But I also think that at some point it's, okay, let them say that, let them do that, let them have that. And then it becomes over time something where you don't have people in your life because you don't make time to have relationship. That's what I got from it. I don't think it's a bad book overall. You know, it's kind of like take each thing with a grain of salt, you know, pick out the parts that you think are really good. And there were a lot of parts that I did think were good. And then kind of like toss away the things that you're like, maybe that's not for me. I don't know. Let me know if you have read it. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe you have something totally different. Maybe you got something so different than me. And I think that would be awesome and great. Overall, I would probably give it like a 3.5. There were a lot of parts that I said, cool, that's good. And then, like I said, some parts that I was like, maybe that's not for me. But let me know. What did you think about the book?